Hello, I'm just going to make a video to talk a little bit more about the ipvxyZ system, which is not just supplying intel and communications and a vast array of FIP-style technology, developed FIP-style technology that has converted astral interface and space TM commodities, the parallel link between space and Earth where the universal realms are. But it also supplies the energy of the Space Plus program, which links up ourselves via the existing legal infrastructure of the satellite system to the outer solar system and potentially beyond that to Draco and Alliance outside the network who we can reach and access to configure things for our universal programs, be it the building of the platforms, be it the infrastructure, be it the technology that we acquire through the ipvxyZ system. As I set up the second server and configure the next stage in the process, the whole invitation technology, I suppose. What we're going to do is we're going to trade in the commodities of what we're offering and what we're able to manifest through the Mosrus network combined with the communication system in place on the second server. And soon the trading and derivatives of Mosrus and the derivatives of the universal infrastructure that cements itself to be Mosrus ultimately will be traded with us to share in commodities that will help us define our borders and our system of the platform as we negotiate more interdimensional phenomena between the Draco Alliance and the Alliance in general, as they routinely survey our planet from time to time from the access routes that they have, be it just in the outer solar system or beyond. And they'll start to detect the occurrence of the space TM program. That's the purpose of having a space TM program in the first place, primarily to attract the off-world interest that is required to instill the platform and create everything that has been architecturally laid out within the confines of the space TM panorama, if you like. So the next phase obviously is to attract the plant life, the universal plant life. That will be first before we get physical astral beings connecting to us and involving themselves in our systems and our trading routes towards the culmination and the cyber-dimensional escalated creation of Mosrus. So the plant life will be essential in cementing the panorama of the space or space TM, which is fixed here in the location. That's guaranteed. I think people in communications and security and that sort of thing are aware of the systems shifting and moving up a shift as commodities are tried on the locality here. Obviously, for me, it's a finite amount of generosity that I can bestow upon people, like me, other human beings, or people from the earth, because it's a finite amount that I can bestow upon them, because it's only going to lead me so far up the path of getting the whole plan realized. And naturally, I think people are going to understand that, and they're going to be very grateful for what they get from the services I'm offering, and I'm sure there will be trade. But you see, what this is going to manifest itself as, if I carry on the human route, is going to manifest itself as a financial, handshake for what I'm doing. Which, although I'm not opposed to that, and I wouldn't turn it down, I do have a higher agenda, and I can't be a slave to fixing problems for people in a communications network that doesn't have a base source, such as a platform of ipvxyZ. That's essentially what ipvxyZ is. It's a communications system. Call it MI1 as it's platform 1, as opposed to the MI8 system, but it's still a communications system. And it's greatly enhanced by the fact that we have routes and passages through torsion sockets and connected networks all over the world, to enable the possibility and the origins of Commonwealth phenomena and other platforms in other locations around the world. So that's an essential phase, and it was an essential phase to get to that level. But actually, what I'm really having to do now is reach out to the Draco Alliance and the Alliance in general, and let them in on some of the things I'm doing, and build up a network that connects us all before they do their next survey sweep of the Earth and our locality of Gloucestershire and the surrounding counties, just to see what's going on. And then when that takes place, we'll move into the next phase and start trade. And trade will be swift. We'll have plenty to provide them. I've got plenty I can provide that they'll be interested in. We know how much they like technology and how interested they'll be in what we're offering, and how the existing legal infrastructure that has been shipped out to space through the off-world programs, the secret space programs, and all that sort of thing. They have limitations, and I think the White Draco and many other species of Alliance being will be fully aware that there are major drawbacks to the existing systems, and the streamlining of the space TM phenomena and the SIPE and the communications, the communications enhancement and integration program, and other such phenomena and networks and resources that I have to offer, will supply a good infrastructure for the network to start making our vision solid, if you like, and physically bringing reality to it. But like I said, the first thing to do is get the plant life attracted, and I suppose as spring comes in Gloucestershire, we'll start to expect the first signs of the grassroots of the universal forms to start pushing up, and combining the torsion reality of space TM, or the pleroma of space TM, to the infrastructure as it starts to seed itself, possibly as the angels start to see themselves terraforming the Earth and making the reality move to the next shift. This will work hand in hand with the grassroots level, which will create the infrastructure in the balance, in the soils and the rocks and everything that needs to be done, the microorganisms, all that sort of thing. That's an essential phase that will start terraforming and shaping the Earth anyway on its own, in the location where we are. But the next phase up is to get the off-world miners and farmers and builders and gardeners and everything that we need to start connecting the network up to the physical dimension, and manifesting, cyber dimensionally escalating the creation of what we propose to offer at ipvxyZ, and what we invite you all to.